Today, we're going to be discussing something that I've been looking forward to for over a year now, which is Rogue One 2026 anniversary. It's the 10th anniversary of Rogue One next year, one of the best Star Wars movies of all time, and definitely the best Disney Star Wars movie. But what is LEGO actually going to do for the anniversary? That is the question on everyone's minds that cares about Rogue One, and unfortunately, a lot of the 2026 leaks have actually made me quite worried about the anniversary of Rogue One. With the Mandalorian movie coming out next May, the new smart brick marketing scheme by LEGO, and just everything we know about 2026 so far, it seems like less and less set slots are going to be open for other sets, and for LEGO to focus on anniversaries like Rogue One. So that begs the question, how likely are we to actually get a few different Rogue One sets? And if we were to get Rogue One sets, what would they look like? Like, what set slots are still open and still up for discussion? What price points are they at, etc.? And I actually have a list of about 5, 6, or 7 LEGO Star Wars sets that are rumored for 2026. We have price points, age ratings, things like that, but we don't know the set name or what exactly is happening. So I'm going to go through each set that we don't know what it is and discuss, what kind of Rogue One set it could in theory be if it's going to be a Rogue One set. And then at the end of the video, I'll discuss how likely it is I think that we'll get even any Rogue One anniversary sets in 2026. First of all, we have set 75420 with 215 pieces for $40 US, releasing on March 1st in 2026. Now, a set for $40 with 215 pieces, what I'm thinking is that is a mega battle pack. I don't know about you guys, but 215 pieces seems like battle pack type piece count, $40, a 6+ age rating as well. I don't know, man. It seems a lot like that'll be a mega battle pack. And if it is going to be a mega battle pack, please, can it be a Rogue One mega battle pack with shore troopers, stormtroopers, and a death trooper? That would be amazing. I don't even care if it's overpriced at that point. As long as we got those minifigs in a $40 set, I would be happy. But yeah, honestly, with 215 parts and $40, this just looks a lot like it's going to be some sort of mega battle pack, but we'll have to wait and see what it turns out to be. Next up, we have set 75422 with 440 pieces, retailing for $70, also releasing on March 1st. Now, I'm not too sure about this because I know we're already getting a TIE fighter in early 2026 with Darth Vader's TIE Advanced, but a $70 price point and 440 pieces leads me to believe this could be some sort of TIE fighter. The $60 to $70 price range has been used in recent years for specialty TIE fighters, so this could be a TIE Reaper, a TIE Striker, could be any of those Rogue One TIE variants. I'm not sure if any other traditional type of LEGO Star Wars set really fits Rogue One here other than TIE fighters or starfighters around that like mid-tier range that are like the U-Wing from last year, that kind of size set. We could see any kind of vehicle from Rogue One that has that size and could be done with 440 pieces, but we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we have set 75424. It'll include 347 pieces for $50 US. And to me, I think an Imperial hover tank could make a lot of sense at this price point in 2025. I forgot what the set was actually priced at back in 2016, but $50 for a hover tank with 347 pieces just seems like it could work in 2025. I mean, honestly, who knows? This could also be some sort of Scarif play set with a little bunker build or something like that, a landing pad. We don't really know. A lot of these mid-tier price sets could be a lot of different things, to be honest. Like, it's really hard to decipher one type of set per each price point. The next set is just as confusing. Set 75425 for $80 with 666 pieces. What are you trying to do there? That's a demonic piece count, LEGO. What the heck? Anyway, $80 with 666 pieces. What could that be? I don't know. Could that be like a bulky, big TIE Reaper? Maybe. Also, $80, I'm not sure. That's a kind of an awkward price point nowadays in 2025 or 2026 because I don't know if LEGO will just overprice their usual price points for sets like they are with the X-Wing for $90, or if this will be like a more reasonable $80 price set. So it's really hard to kind of try to understand what kind of set this could be. Next up, we have set 75426 with 885 pieces, $100, retailing in March 1st, 2026. So $100 is an interesting price point because Director Krennic's shuttle was $90 in 2016. Could LEGO do some sort of Zeta class shuttle for $100 at a certain scale? I think that's possible with 885 pieces. If it's in a similar scale to Krennic's shuttle, I think that's definitely really possible. That's probably not the scale of Zeta class shuttle I would want to see, but if that happened, I would still be relatively okay with it. If they remade Director Krennic shuttle, I also think that would be fine, because getting some of those minifigs again, like Death Trooper Specialist, Director Krennic in a more affordable set, things like that would be really, really cool. But moving on, next up we have set 75427 with 962 pieces, retailing for $160. So that's kind of crazy. Not even 1,000 parts and $160. I'm not too sure what that could be. $160 kind of, makes me think this could be an AT-ACT. The Rogue One variant of AT-AT, but at the same time, we're probably getting a Mando movie AT-AT in 2026, so I doubt it's going to be an AT-ACT in the same year, so I'm not too sure. This is another really confusing price point, especially with that piece count. What it could be, I'm not too sure. And then finally, we have set 75444 with 297 pieces, retailing for $45. And this would release in May 2026. And to be honest, either that $140 set could be a Mega Battle Pack, or this could be, because this is releasing in May, and we are supposed to get a gift with purchase in May as well. What if, May was the Rogue One theme? I know the Mando movie comes out in May, but I feel like Mando movie sets will release a month or two before the movie. And then maybe in May, we could see the Rogue One anniversary set. So we could see a Mega Battle Pack for $45. The gift with purchase could be, I don't know, a small little playset with a couple different minifigs, kind of like the Camino training facility set we saw last year. And that could be really, really cool, in my opinion. But with that being said, that is every set that I think, could fit into Rogue One somehow, and what I think each set could maybe be if they were all Rogue One sets. But the likelihood we actually get more than 2 Rogue One sets, especially a Rogue One playset in 2026, I think is very, very small. Like 15 to 20% chance we get 1 or more Rogue One playsets in 2026. With that being said, comment down below what you think we're going to see from Rogue One in 2026, if anything, and let me know if you agree with all of my set choices for each price point, and if you have any ideas that I didn't have. Leave a like on today's video if you did enjoy. With that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Have an amazing day.